Oh, hi. Look what just arrived, my blue clean pressure washer. Voila, here's your pressure washer. So it's just gonna be put together just in a few short seconds here. Okay, so the first thing we wanna do to attach the handle here is, you can see some grooves here, some screw holes, so make sure these line up with the screw holes here, and we'll just slide this on right here. The screw holes should go over right here, you can see like that, they go over and connect like that. And then we've got some screws here in this bag right here. And with the instruction manual, the screws are right here. So you just pop those in. Using these accessories, so you can put right here, put this on like that, just snaps into place. This is the cord hook right here, and you know what I found is I gotta actually put a lot of pressure on this. So to slide that into place, you have to put a lot of pressure on. And then so the cord just goes on that like this for storage. You'll wanna watch this and make sure that this is on the upper end here above when you put it away or wheel it around, so the cord doesn't drag there. That makes sense. And if we had the gun out of here, so here's some of the attachment pieces right here. So here's another place where people sometimes get hung up. And so when you put this in, you want to make sure, just spin it softly, and then you can see it pulls in right there. And then you want to, with some pressure, you'll want to twist it. And then that'll be ready to go. And then you tighten it. There's a little tightening here. You can loosen it or tighten it. And you want to tighten it like that. So that's all nice and tight. And this is a right here, same way. There's a little hole right here. And you want to make sure that it pops in. And you'll have to apply a reasonable amount of pressure here to get that to lock into place. So now I've got my gun assembled, and it's really just that quick. Just twist it off. Oop, we gotta unscrew this. See, I'm even showing you what you gotta do because you might forget. Then you go like that, and that's off. Again, just screw it on, tighten this right here, put that in. You can just spin it softly if you want to know how it lines up, and then push to lock in place. Connection, and if you want to use it in this, you just push, and then you would push like this, and the water will go through it, and you'll be dialed in like that. So one of the last things we want to talk about here is when you attach the garden hose. So this is just a standard garden hose adapter. One thing to point out is sometimes hoses have a little bit of time getting in here because the seal is so thick, so you want to watch that. You can reach out to us if you have questions about attaching it because your hose doesn't seem to fit. We've got a solution for that, so just make sure an info@arblueclean.com. The other thing sometimes people see is the screen here, which protects contaminants from getting into the high pressure pump, gets dirty, and so you want to make sure that if your flow isn't what you think it should be, that you make sure this screen here is clean and the filter doesn't have contaminant in it. So that's something to do, but that should serve you really well. It's really solid, so you shouldn't have any problems there. So again, here's your power cord with the GFCI. A lot of people kind of get tripped up on this, and sometimes this breaks here. So just make sure that it's reset all the time. If your pressure washer happens to go off, make sure first thing you should do is check this because something might have triggered it. Got some parts here. We can show you how to assemble those. Again, this is your high pressure hose. We'll show you how to assemble. So let's talk about a couple of the other pieces here. So this is the foam cannon, and you have to make sure you watch this. So you'd fill this with detergent right here, and then what you need to do is make sure that this is connected to this. When you slide that back in, and then you push this on and twist to lock in the channels. There's 2 channels right here, so you want to make sure you tighten that into place to dial that in. And then to put this on, you would twist this off, and twist this on like that. And now you've got your foamer on. Just as simple as that. So twist off, pull off, twist in, lock up. There you go. And the same would be held true with. Okay, so lastly, I just want to talk about storage of the unit. There's a couple really important things you need to know. First of all, whenever possible, you want to protect things. So if you don't have a hose on here, keep the cap, put it back on, make sure that's safe and stored. Remove the hose. And then a couple cool things here in the design. You can store this on board right here, so you can just pop that in and that'll lock into place. And then you've got these guys, and then there's a little tray down here that they'll store in. So you got that, and then you put those in however you need to protect those. And then lastly, again, we showed you how to pop this off. We can just pop it off that simply. Put the hose up here, and then this is your gun holder right here, so that'll just pop into place, and now you've got it stored. We'll mention that it comes with some additional O-rings, so you can replace the O-rings at some point during the life of the pressure washer. A lot of times when you get a leaky connection, like on something like this, you just pop these off because the O-ring has had its life and it's no longer soft and helps retain the water where it should go. Okay, so lastly, I just want to talk about storage of the pressure washer. A lot of people think it's a regular tool, and to us, it's not. And it's really important that if you store it and don't use it for 3 months or more, that use a product called Pump Saver. It's available at your hardware store, it's available online. But you run it through the machine, and it helps preserve the pump and the different O-ring seals and other seals in the pressure washer for the fact that it's not going to be used for a while. It'll help maintain your pressure washer to top-notch shape. What you should know about pressure washers is the best thing for them is being used, because if you don't have Pump Saver in it, you're not using it regularly, the actual O-ring seals will dry up. These are lubricated a little bit from the factory. They're nice and and tight in your machine, but the longer you don't use it, they don't get that moisture and they dry up literally like your skin. So it's important you do that. Lastly, if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to us, arblueclean.com. There's information in the manual, so check the manual often. It's got great troubleshooting as well. Or if you need be, you can call us at 866-235-5112. We have a team of people in Fridley, Minnesota that would love to help you, answer any questions you have, help complete your cleaning experience. So most importantly, we want you to go clean something. So go connect up your pressure washer and make sure you have a great outdoor cleaning experience. Go clean something with AR Blue Clean.